Hello guys, welcome back. Today's stamp layering video number 4. And what we're going to be doing is stamping out these beautiful bows which have this dimensional look from the ton. So this is a cute set. You know, we have the holidays coming up. You can use it all year around for Christmas, or birthday, or any, wedding, anything at all that you would put bows on an image. So I love these stamps because they do come in 2 different images. You have this set, which I think is your more traditional birthday bow. And then this set, which is more of like a holiday bow. But what I wanted to show you was focus on this one to show you how do you line these images up. So again, I have both sets in one box. Yes, there are matching dies. I only have the dies for these guys, for what I call the birthday bows. But inside the stamp set, when you get them, they do give you instructions. So the instructions show you what to look at. Now, I marked this black area here because they were not marked on the stamp. It's marked here, but it wasn't marked here. I kept lining up with this guide here, but all that guide was telling me was how to position. It wasn't really telling me how to line it up. So I want to show you guys my little trick to lining these up. Here you can see the matching dies, which I haven't used. Okay, so we just have again another piece of solar white. This set of grand bows, sorry, they're not called grand bows. These are called holiday bows. Yes, the other ones are called grand bows. So there are 4 different sizes of bows here. You have a larger, a medium, a little bit smaller, and then a really small set. So you have a solid image and then a detailed image. So each one, so you get 4 sizes and each one has 2. Okay, so simple enough there, right? I'm going to leave this layering guide out so we can refer back to it. And I'm just going to start off with the larger one, and I'm going to put it on 2 different stamp blocks. And as you can see, I have already marked the outer edges of my stamps. What I did was took the stamped image, matched it up with the layering guide that comes in the stamp set. And after I had stamped a couple out, I realized that this corner of the stamp needs to line up with one and the first and second layer. So when you put them together in that corner, then you have a fully dimensional bow. So I took some permanent marker and marked my outer corners of my stamps there. So we're going to start off with a dark color here. I've got a couple of different inks here. This is Stampin' Up! Lovely Lipstick and Stampin' Up! Melon Mambo. So I think the lighter color is the Melon Mambo. So the more solid image, we're going to do the first color in Melon Mambo. Now, what the stamp guide is telling you is to watch where you have the center direction. So I'm going to stamp it down in the same way they have it. And I like to just do the same color. Now, if you want to switch colors, that's totally up to you. I'm going to keep it in the same direction. I'm not rotating my stamp at all. I'm just stamping it in a couple different places here. Clean my stamp off. Now what we're going to do is go to the detailed layer, and I know that if my stamp is in that direction, then my lined up corner needs to be face down. So here is my stamp, and there I have it marked, so my lined up corner is face down. And I'm going to go in with the darker color, which is this new color, what's it called? Lovely Lipstick. So what I'm going to do here, as best as I can, is I'm going to line up that corner. Now in this one I stamped it off, so I'm really just going to eyeball it here. So this corner and this corner need to line up. And there you can see we have this dimensional layered looking bow. So let's try it again. I'm going to go with the next size up for this round. And we're going to switch our colors. We're going to move over to some blues. For blue, I have My Favorite Things in Blue Breeze, which is a really light blue, and Hero Art Shadow Ink in Cornflower. So again, now this stamp I don't have marked, so let's mark this one together. So I'm going to take my solid image, put it on the placement guide, take my marker, and mark the corner that I want to line up. Okay, and then we're going to take this guy Okay, so now both of those images are marked. We can move our guide out of the way. We're going to do the more solid image with the lighter blue, which is the My Favorite Things. And then the Hero Arts Cornflower Shadow Ink for the more detailed image. Now because I didn't rotate my stamp, see how that center image is always facing in the same direction, so I know that the corner that I need to line up is here. So I'm just looking for the black mark again on my stamp, which is there. And I'm lining that up. Now that one I had off, so it didn't line up as good as it should have. There we go. That was a lot better. But you'll notice places on the stamp to look for to see if they're lined up. The more you practice with them, the easier they're going to get. So let's go with the next smallest size. And I have some yellow ink here. This is Daffodil Delight and Pineapple Punch from Stampin' Up! Bright yellows. The Pineapple Punch is the lighter color, so we're going to use our more solid image on that. And then for our detailed image, we're going to use the Daffodil Delight. And I just need to rotate. Okay, and then our last layer is going to be the smallest stamps in the set, these tiny little bows. We're going to do that in a nice purple color. So we have Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. These are two new colors from Stampin' Up! And I am like using them all the time. I love this grape color. Okay, so again, we're going to go in with our Highland Heather, which is the lighter. Stamp that out. I don't want to put it there. And then in with with our solid image, or sorry, our detailed image, and we're using the grape on that. And this is really tiny, so you want to make sure you put it, before you put it down, that you're lining it up correctly. So this one I had accidentally moved my image, so I need to turn this stamp ever so slightly to line up. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to stamp one more on here because it's going to drive me nuts if there's an empty spot there. And I'm going to use the same small ones. Now there's going to be an odd number. I might have to just throw another color in there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys, when you have a difficult stamped image like that, where, you know, it's only 2 layers, but it's kind of difficult to see the design, how you can just mark your stamps in order to get that to line up for you. And again, practice makes perfect. And once you have it lined up, you can use a stamp positioning tool to help you re-stamp multiple stamps. But in this case, we're covering the page and we're kind of moving the stamp around. But I think they came out pretty good. For the most part, they're all lined up. I think there was only one that I missed. Well, this blue one could have came down. But you can see once the colors dry, how much those bows pop. I mean, that really looks like a bow is on the paper. Look at that tiny little purple one. So there you go, guys. And now I have these cute backgrounds. I can just stamp happy birthday on them in a nice black ink and heat emboss it. And we'll have these cute happy birthday bow backgrounds. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, you can post your comments and questions down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on stamping. Bye.